So here we have a fragrance that just came out. It was released on June 15th. I have been spending the past couple of weeks with this fragrance by the French brand Loumari, and when I tell you this fragrance is awesome, I think you'll really be impressed by it. This one is called Porthole, a little salty, a little sweet, a little fruity, definitely very exotic, a summer vacation tropical fragrance. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this brand new release, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's review of Porthole by Loumari Paris, and I tell you all about this fragrance, the notes, the performance, the longevity, comparisons, all that good stuff, I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you could be notified whenever I do upload future videos to the channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you take something of value from today's episode. So here the brand is Loumari. I've actually reviewed a bunch of fragrances from the brand. I'm gonna leave links down below so you can check out some of the videos if you are interested, and maybe at the 3-minute mark I'll leave a card up here if you care to watch another review of a Loumari fragrance. This one is called Porthole. I was looking at the note breakdown. You have this exotic white floral accord. You have ginger, I think a passion fruit ingredient, definitely something very milky, lactonic. I almost thought I was getting coconut. There's pineapple in the opening, caramel in the base, clean white musks. This is an amazing fragrance for the summertime. And there's also like this salty accord in the opening that really does transport you to the sea, being in the middle of the ocean. I'm an avid cruiser. I've been cruising for many years, since 2013 actually. I've been on over a dozen cruises, and I know that sensation of being out in the open water and you get a lung full of that salty air, and there's something very tropical about this fragrance. It makes you feel like you're on holiday. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this fragrance. Let's start things off with the presentation. Now, right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get this creamy, lactonic, fruity accord with a touch of salt. And it kind of reminds me of like a boozy cocktail with a salted rim. But then there's also like this pina colada essence about it, without the lime, of course. I do get this sort of passion fruit, creamy coconut vibe about it. And I have a little bit of that tart pineapple vibe in the opening. But there's this clean white floral accord with a touch of salt in the opening. Now, what the salt does, and it's not too much in there, so at least, you know, if you're not a fan of salty fragrances, it's just enough to create this oceanic splendor, to put you in the middle of the sea, to make you feel like you're vacationing and you're in the open water. And I truly love that sensation, and I love it when brands release fragrances just in time for the summer, and they are so, you know, cognizant and so conscientious when it comes to releasing fragrances that are appropriately timed. And this is a perfect release for the summer months. And I can tell you, I'm going to be leaving to go to Europe in a few weeks, and I am 100% bringing this fragrance with me because it just screams being on vacation and taking a holiday. So you have this salty vibe in the opening, which is tastefully done just enough so that it's not overwhelming or overbearing. And then you have this fruity accord, which, you know, it's funny because coconut is not listed in the note breakdown, but I am definitely getting something that is similar to like fig leaf, coconut, a little bit of pineapple, this sort of creamy passion fruit accord, and then you have this clean white floral vibe. I'm getting a touch of jasmine, maybe some gardenia. Nothing about this fragrance is indolic, because indolic fragrances can sometimes come across smelling a little animalic or musky, but you do have a musky base, but it's a clean white musky base. And then you also have a touch of caramel to sort of bridge the sweetness from opening to finish. This is an awesome fragrance for the summertime. It has a formal vibe. I can see it being enjoyed formally, but it's definitely more casual in my books, because these are the types of fragrances that I would personally enjoy to wear in a casual environment. And because it reminds me of being on vacation, this is something I would like to wear with a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, flip-flop. You know, you're enjoying the summertime, you're out on the beach, or you're on a cruise ship or on a yacht, better yet, if you can afford that. This is an amazing fragrance, perfectly timed, and I'm very thankful that the brand Loumari has released such a wonderful fragrance just in time for the hotter month, and this is one that I'm going to be enjoying quite a bit in the months to come. And I would definitely recommend that you sample this one if you have the ability to do so, or if my description of this fragrance, sounds appealing to you, I hope you have the opportunity to try this one very soon. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, definitely a unique fragrance. I was thinking of other salty fragrances that I have in my collection, whether it be a Cell Marron by Healy or any number of designer aquatic fragrances that have this ozonic or oceanic accord in them. But truly speaking, the combination of the salt, the tropical fruits, the clean white florals, the caramel in the base, that ginger quality about it adds a little bit of like a snappiness or a little bit of an effervescence. Amazing fragrance, totally unique. I don't have anything that smells like this. Longevity on this one was 8 hours on my skin. The projection for this was great for the first hour of application. I would say within an arm's length, and it didn't start to sit at an elbow's length until hour 4. Right around hour 8, it became a skin scent, but the performance on this one is very, very good. And personally speaking, I just love the smell. This is the type of fragrance I don't mind applying again at lunchtime, even though I don't need to, but there's something about that bright, gingery, salty, fruity accord in the opening that I love the opening of this fragrance. I truly do. Versatility on this one is also very good. You can wear this one dressed up, dressed down. I would say it's like 70% casual, 30% formal. Perfectly unisex, great for the spring and summer. Anybody of any age can enjoy this one. And in terms of the presentation, I love that navy blue color with the gold hardware. Definitely screams summertime. And I think the name is pretty cool too. Definitely evocative of being on a ship. My final verdict on this fragrance is if you're looking for a unique and original summer fragrance, something that goes in its own direction, something that doesn't smell like other fragrances, you don't mind this combination of sweet and salty, definitely check out Porthole by Loumari Paris. Awesome fragrance. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's review and I hope you learned something from today's episode. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you could be notified whenever I do upload videos to the channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It would really mean a lot to me. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.